Jules, it's the overreaction, underreaction segment. We throw out a hot take and we decide whether it's an overreaction or not.
Exactly, Gab. So let's go. With his goal against Maccabi Haifa, Lionel Messi has now scored against 39 different teams in the Champions League, breaking the tie record that he shared with Cristiano Ronaldo on 38 before. He is the all-time Champions League GOAT. Overreaction?
100% overreaction. It's not just the fact that Cristiano has 14 more goals than he does. And in terms of Champions League ones, I'm pretty sure Cristiano's won more Champions Leagues as well than Lionel Messi. But more to the point, the two are 1 and 1A. They cannot be separated. They cannot be distinguished. And it's certainly, not going to be the number of, because this is based on the argument, right? You can't base this argument over the fact, he scored against 39 different teams. Who cares?
Yeah, exactly.
Who cares? Meanwhile, it is looking more and more likely that Haaland versus Mbappe is already the next who is the GOAT debate. Both scored yesterday. Both already have 3 goals in 2 Champions League games. Yep. Haaland's move to Man City means he'll have the edge in the debate until Mbappe moves away from PSG.
What?
Again, can I just say, we don't write these questions, right? Somebody else does.
Yeah.
I think the implication here is that PSG are rubbish, and so he needs to go to a good team like Man.
It's a massive overreaction. Massive. A team that, reached the semi-final and the final in the Champions League 2 years ago and 3 years ago. I mean, come on. The disrespect here is real. Like, this is crazy. I think...
Didn't Man City also reach a semi-final and the final of the Champions League?
They did as well.
Yeah.
They did. But
I just want to make sure
did it with Mbappe already. Maybe Haaland. I don't know. Listen. Gab wrote an excellent piece a long time ago when they were not what they are now, saying that those two will be the fight for the next GOAT and the heir to Messi and Cristiano. And he was right. So let's just enjoy them. And obviously, I would always go for Julien instead of Erling, and others might disagree. But it's just going to be great seeing them breaking all sorts of records. That's for sure. Napoli finished off Rangers 3-0 at Ibrox on Wednesday night, despite having no fans present at the game. There was no away fans allowed. This team is the real deal and will reach at least the semi-finals of the competition. Overreaction or not?
Just a little bit of an overreaction.
You don't
there.
believe in them?
I do believe. I think it's a great story, rebuilding on the fly after losing Insigne and Koulibaly and Ciro Mertens, of course, and slashing their wage bill, and they're exciting. And Kvaramania runs rampant. But semifinals of the Champions League, that is a tall mountain to climb. Graham Potter's first game in charge of Chelsea saw them draw 1-1 with Salzburg, making this their worst start since 1999. Ooh. With back-to-back games versus AC Milan now, Chelsea are in real trouble of making it out of the group, or in real danger of making it out of the group. I don't think the guy who wrote this is necessarily somebody who writes very often. Overreaction?
Yeah, slightly. Yeah.
I don't think he's a native English speaker. Do you, the guy who wrote this?
Maybe not. I mean, it is tricky for them now, of course. But it's not a given that they're not going to make it. It's impossible that they make it.
The thing just says real danger. Do you think they're in real danger?
Not real. They're in danger of not making it. But
danger,
everybody's
but
in
real
danger. But not real as in like it's impossible. I think they can make it. I think they will improve. I think the two Milan games are going to be fascinating to watch, home and away. But after that, they will still have 2 games where you would expect them to win. Zagreb at home and Salzburg even away from home. So I want to believe in the Potter magic and in Chelsea. So I would say slight overreaction. Juventus are pointless after 2 games and 2 defeats and likely heading out of the Champions League with 1 win in 7 in all competitions. By the time that they're back in Champions League action on October the 4th, they will have a new manager. Overreaction or not? Allegri out!
That hashtag was trending among portions of the Juve support. I love the way, again, I'm sorry, I just get focused on the writing. Just starting out by saying Juventus are pointless. I mean, you mean they have no point.
No point.
But saying that Juventus are pointless as an institution is really, really harsh. Really mean. So it's funny because that's what people want to see. I think as a football club, in terms of what we see on the pitch right now with the negativity, I think there would be a risk of it. On the other hand, Maurizio Rivabene, the chief executive, made it very clear when somebody shouted at him, Allegri out. He says,
no money for it.
He's like, well, yeah, well, who's going to pay for his severance? And of course, for the new manager. I think that's the reality. I think the situation, it's one of those things where the situation would have to get really, really bad. And not just Champions League really, really bad, but it would have to get really, really bad and say, yeah, it's not there yet. I think they're 3 points off the top or 4 points off the top. And they do have the 2 games against Maccabi Haifa going up. I'll tell you what, I'm going to go out on a limb and say it. If they don't get at least 4 points from those 2 games, then I think he could well be out. I think he needs to get to the point where they play Benfica and they still have a chance to qualify.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.